I had stopped rapping this shit a while ago because I started to grow, started to heal, and you know, as you grow and you heal, your mindset change. So the shit I was used to rap about, I couldn't rap about it no more, you know? And on top of that, a lot of healing needed to be done in my life. So I didn't want to like just go around feeding, you know, bullshit to my younger youth, my generation and shit. I didn't want to go around just feeding all kind of, you know, BS to the youth. So I had to do some healing and some growing, which that's what I did. And as I started to do that, a lot of people that I was around, when I was hanging around, like all my old friends and shit, it's like they ain't want me to do that. It's like they went against it. They ain't want me to heal. They ain't want me to grow. Like they went against it. So once they started to get wind that I'm healing and I'm growing and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and they still was doing the same thing, they get to try to remind me of who I used to be. They want to remind me of who I used to be, you know? When I done already overcame that, I already healed. But they want to remind me of who I used to be. They self feel good about the person they is today. And I ain't the type of person to get on this internet and bash none of my homies or none, because I ain't never did that. And I ain't never got on the internet talk about nobody. I ain't never did that. You can't find one video of me on the internet arguing with somebody or putting somebody down. I ain't never did that. I always try to uplift everybody. But there's only so much you could take. Like a person to just keep poking, and just try to, you know, use you as a punching bag. Because they don't want to face certain trauma that they going through in their life. Everybody channel their trauma different, you know? And it took a long time for me to heal from a lot of the shit I went through. You know? I started to do the work. I started healing. And that's what a lot of people run from. They run from the healing. They run from the growth. They don't want to grow. They want to stay the same. And a lot of people will try to cling on to you because you doing the work. They try to cling on to you, thinking you gonna do the work for them. Because they don't want to do the work. But shit don't work like that. You got to do the work on your own. You know? I never want to get on here and talk about nobody, man, because I know everybody go through shit. I ain't perfect. I go through shit too. But when you see a person trying to do better in life, man, and trying to grow, you don't put them down, man. You uplift them. You know what I'm saying? You can help them if you can. But to get on here and try to remind a person of who they used to be because you see them growing and you see them doing better in life, that's coward shit, man. You got to get out here and do what you got to do for yourself. You got to stop trying to feed off the next person.